Help.
Okay, the medical's coming right now.
Can't breathe.
Letting him just lay like...
We're not paramedics. We have medical on the way.
The Salt Lake City Police Department has cleared 2 officers who denied first aid to a stabbing victim who died in November 2020.
The Police Internal Affairs Unit opened the case several months ago in response to a Fox 13 News investigation asking what happened that night.
Fox 13 investigative reporter Adam Herbets is in studio with tonight's update. Adam.
Well, yeah, Bob Kelly, this report came out just in the last few hours. We are still going through it, but this is the section that really jumps off the page. 5 pages of interviews blacked out, showing how officers Ian Anderson and Jada Brown described that night. The city says that information is private.
Let's stab my stomach.
Who did?
Oh no.
You don't know?
Help.
You're not doing anything about it.
What am I supposed to do? We have medical coming.
He's crying for help. He's limping over to the elevator. He's crying for an ambulance. Do I go out there and help him?
No, I don't want you to go out there.
That 911 caller wanted to give first aid. Ryan Outlaw begged for help. And even the stabber asked why officers Ian Anderson and Jada Brown stood around, waiting for paramedics instead of using their own medical training.
No matter how much training that you get, if you don't act on it, it's no good.
Ryan Outlaw died at the hospital 2 hours, 10 minutes after the first 911 call.
He had a twin here, and he had 4 boys.
My question throughout the entire video, why did they not do direct pressure?
In response to our investigation, Salt Lake City opened an internal affairs investigation, but as the case progressed, some say it seemed like the mayor and police chief already made up their minds before it was started or finished.
Absolutely, I stand by these officers and what they did that day. I think they did a great job with what they had.
Then why open an investigation?
If there are ways to improve, we will.
The internal affairs report did not list ways to improve. It did say both officers had medical equipment in their cars, but it would have been unsafe to retrieve it because they should not separate.
Ryan! Ryan!
Especially because they didn't know yet they already had the suspect in custody. The report also says policy doesn't define how officers are to provide safety for each other, but encourages officers to exercise caution. Do you want Salt Lake City police officers to be able and willing to give first aid?
I want our officers to be safe. That's their job, and that's what they're trained to do.
Just a few hours ago, I spoke with Ryan Outlaw's father. He said he did not know the officers had been cleared until I told him, and that he is working with an attorney to figure out next steps. So far, we don't know if the city's Civilian Review Board will be taking a look at this case. Reporting in studio, Adam Herbets, Fox 13 News, Utah.